Alright. Well, we successfully destroyed some stuff that helps us out somewhere, somehow, some way. I don't know. Let's go over the fence. So there's a tape that basically explains what we're doing with this guy. Remember, we're supposed to have a bionic arm. We don't have that. But this guy's a bionics engineer. He specializes in arms, so we're going to go grab him. I believe Miller's going to explain that when we pop in. Yeah, it's a bit overpowered, but let's bring the sniper rifle so I can show off how overpowered it is. Crack climbing. Oh, we'll climb all those cracks. Over the fence. I guess we've gone over several fences by this point. Haven't we? Have we? What have we done so far? I don't know.
Boss,
I know we go sneaky
Engineer
neaky.
is being held prisoner at the Wat Sin barracks. You need to find him and get him out. He
Alright.
tried to defect from the base camp up north, but it didn't work out. Now they're holding him at Wat Sin. He's offered his technical skills to us as long as we can guarantee his safety. You have to extract the target.
So there's tapes that... I believe there's tapes that kind of give you a little more information on each mission. You can play from, like, the mission select menu. Kind of like Peace Walker. But they just summarize it anyway, so it's fine. We don't need to deal with those.
He's the only one capable of maintaining it.
Only one.
If we bring him in, I'm sure he'll be able to modify it in all kinds of ways as well.
Not really sure what they're talking about, though, because, I mean, again, Solid Snake doesn't have a bionic arm. We can't really do anything crazy with it, you know? It's not like we can... Oh, look at that. So yeah, that's one of the upgrades to your arm. It's basically the sonar from MGS3. Which is a little odd that it's an upgrade, because in MGS3 you get it from the start. I could have brought my horse, but that's fine. Gives us a little more time to take in the nature.
Barracks. The target is somewhere inside that outpost. The Soviets consider him a traitor now, so he'll be treated like any other prisoner.
Where's a mod that adds a 0.6% chance of spawning in hiding the doorknob? That'd be a pretty funny mod. Just a randomizer. There are some randomizer elements I have that I'll show off in the future. So again, our scouter is showing everyone's power level. This is like, again, a new Game Plus file. All kinds of goofy stuff going on. So they're all pretty strong, but I have a base full of boys. Much like I did when I played through Peace Walker. A lot of girls, too. We'll play as some girls in the future. We don't have to worry too much about that. We're just going to go for our target. I mean, again, we're Solid Snake. We're all about solo infiltration. None of that base building nonsense. You know what else we're about? We're about some tunes. Let's get some music. Let's get some music. So yeah, I have a custom soundtrack here that has a ton of Metal Gear music. This was compiled by, again, the Metal Gear community to just have a bunch of stuff in it, which I appreciate. I put some of my own Metal Gear tracks in here, so there's some stuff from Rising. And just to give us more of the proper vibes, because this game doesn't really have much in terms of music. It's a little odd in that way. There's like tiny little ambient beats that will play occasionally. Alright, now let's make use of this. So here's the thing, this works, again, almost exactly like the MGS3 sonar. Doesn't really tell you what's there, just that something's there. Not as good as actually marking the enemies. But it's pretty handy. Get it? Handy, because it's part of our bionic arm? But I digress. It's something we shouldn't have by this point, but that's kind of par for the course with these later games, right? Ever since MGS4, I've been doing New Game Plus runs to show off all the really goofy stuff that, if you check the achievements and such for these games, you'll find that most people never actually see because they don't even beat them. Isn't that a shame?
Talk.
I'll tell you where the prisoners are.
I've updated the info on your iDroid. Take a look.
So,
He's all right.
I quite like that. I quite like that element. Extracting information from the guards. That's cool. We did a little bit of that in prior games, but it's actually been expanded upon greatly in this. And that is one of the genuine positives with no caveats of this game that I do appreciate is, you know, the whole like reconnaissance part of espionage. We can actually do that here. We can also climb these surfaces. Check this out. Sometimes you slide down them because the collision's a little bit janky, but you can wiggle your way up there. And the reason you might want to do this is you can see this is a very highly fortified base. This is definitely the most heavily guarded thing we've come across since Camp Omega. A lot of gun emplacements. A lot of cover, though. A lot of waist-high cover. So you can choose to, like, Snake, do you want to... I saw the prompt. Alright, well... It's a little buggy. It's a little buggy still. But you can choose to sneak your way there or fight your way there. Again, Solid Snake. We're going to be sneaky. That's what he does best. Another thing to point out with these missions is they all have a bunch of side tasks. Oh, look at that guy we're looking for. Look at that nerd. The check mark means I've accomplished all of them. But one of them said that there's additional prisoners. And here's one of them right here. Hey.
That prisoner doesn't look like the target.
No. But he gets us bonus points. Oh, let's see. So now that we've, you know...
Okay, subject is in.
We've got the high ground. There's a couple ways we can do this. I just realized, was that the wormhole device? Did he go through a portal? I didn't mean to equip that one. That's fine. Well, you get a wormhole, Fulton. Don't worry about that. That's a preview for the future. This is a pretty neat little area, the little barracks. Hey, you wanna know something funny? They don't hear that. They'll hear your footsteps, but they won't hear you doing that. So, in some ways, we're a little less advanced than MGS2, aren't we? Breaking glass in MGS2 was, you know. Ah. Well, that's fine. So we've got an alert now. And now I can go on to further show how not very intelligent these guys are. Watch this. Watch what they do. Hey. Okay, you're gonna throw a grenade? How'd that work out for you? Ceasefire? That's how it worked out? Okay. It's another thing, people will really gas up the AI in this game. They're not particularly smart. What happens is they have psychic powers. They'll know pretty much exactly where you are. They won't have to do like a clearing phase or anything like that to sniff you out. They'll just kind of know your general location. And then they'll usually do something like that. Throw a grenade. And then be like, well, cease fire.
Boss, you've entered a building. Always keep an escape route in mind when you head indoors. If you get surrounded, you'll have nowhere to run.
Oh no, perish the thought. Oh man, the tanker music in this setup actually, wow, that works. Let's do it again. Whoops. Well, not quite. Hey, look! It's that nerd.
That looks like the target.
Sure am. I'm totally wearing a prosthetic arm. Oh, not humdrum mechanics? Bionics, huh? That sounds pretty cool.
Great. If there's nothing in the way overhead, you should be able to fold them.
Should be able to fit him, but look at this. So normally I wouldn't be able to do this. And yeah, you can see I have a wormhole extractor. That's the highest ranking Fulton. Always gets everything. Let's not worry about that. Let's just bring this guy with us. Because he's going to tell us important stuff about bionic arms. And he made artificial limbs in service of the motherland. If you extract him, you won't get this lore. And it's actually important. This guy's really important. Make giant hands for our new weapons platform. That's the line. Kaz told us to extract him before he said that. That's going to be real important. So remember, this game, which is constantly screaming instructions at you, they want you to extract this man before you even know his plot relevance. Isn't that, like, not great, right? Right? Because that's the thing. A lot of people will say this game has, like, no story or, like, a horrible story, and it's definitely messy. But, I mean, you know, part of that is just because the game will basically, Kaz or Ocelot will be screaming at you constantly. And they'll be giving you really bad advice. Like, so far, has any of the advice we've been given, like, good? I don't really think so. I don't really think so. I wanted to see if I could downgrade my Fulton from here, but it looks like not. So, well, wouldn't be the first time we made a riff in the space-time continuum. Get out of here, you crazy nerd.
Target extraction confirmed. Your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
All right. Oh, a carrot. I'm gonna get that for our horsey. It's really tempting to... commit some vehicular manslaughter. I think I'll resist the temptation. That's more of a liquid thing. That's not really Dave's deal. Let's see. Whereabouts is an LZ? Oh, over here.
Roger.
All right. There we go. Nice soft landing. Yeah, you can kind of wiggle yourself down cliffs in a way that I've gotten really used to, but man, it doesn't really look or feel great.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. So stand by.
Alright, sweet. So we got a nerd. A nerd that has plot relevance. Because again, he was contracted to build giant robot hands for the new weapons platform. It's very important that you know this. I don't know why they let you skip it. I have no idea why the game tells you get his ass out of there, because that's going to be big important in the immediate next mission, actually. That shot of his ass, oh my god.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss.
That is the most undeserved S rank I think anyone's ever... Why is that an S rank? Whatever. If you say so, video game. If you say so. Hey, look, we get these weird scenes sometimes also. Here's a new form of presentation.
The team are glad to have him aboard. Thing is, his specialty isn't mechanics, but something called bionics, engineering based on...
He makes
biology.
robots that are kind of like
He's already submitted a proposal
living things? What? That's crazy.
If you're interested, go ahead and give the development order.
So we've got all the special hands. We'll probably use some special hands coming up. They're very funny. They're very slapstick and cartoony. There he is! Roaring Bear! Doesn't look much like a roaring bear to me, but sure.